Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Full Metal Cran Eaters, brought to you by the Joint Task Force Radio Network and sponsored by Mad Viking Beard and Mustache Company. The views and opinions expressed on Full Metal Cran Eaters do not reflect the views and opinions of Mad Viking or Joint Task Force Radio. Someone will be offended at some point during this broadcast because there's always one. You have been warned, so sit back, relax, enjoy, have fun, and interact with us. Yeah.
You are no longer black, or brown, or yellow, or red. You are now green. You are light green, or dark green. Do you understand?
It's that full metal cran-eating creature in the sand, creeping, keeping every man, woman, child in our land sleeping peacefully and shatter any enemy they come across. You messing with America, then you must really want a loss. Something soft is not of pertinence or interest. Gladly sacrifice themselves so you don't have to witness the cost of what your freedom is, and they gain it in inches. So long story short, don't end up on the ship.
It's that full metal cran eaters, 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 full metal cran eaters.
You're easily offended, then you legally should exit. There's no decency on this frequency. Our method is bringing prime time entertainment to the veterans, and those of you who know the truth is what they have protected. Shout out to Tommy Roddick and the baby Jesus, run it up. Saving 22 by the day, homie, buddy up. Sit back and relax while the dude speaks some facts while you're here.
Coded wax. It's that full metal cran eaters, 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 full metal cran eaters.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Full Metal Cran Eaters. Tonight, we are joined by Rodney Norman. With today's events going on, you see what's going on, and you see this guy, and it's like a little ray of sunshine. You know, that guy that brightens up your day. After you scroll through posts and you see if I want to get somewhere and I'm already there and it's not where I want to be, and you just go from there, and then he goes, okay, bye. You know, it's just the funniest man I know right now is Mr. Rodney Norman. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here this evening, my good friend. No, it's been crazy the last couple of weeks. It's just, with gas prices going on, the war going on, or the pretend war going. I don't know what's going on. It's every day. It's like, oh, here's this big important story about the war, and then next day, okay, never mind, we made it up. That actually happened back in 2014. But it's I don't know. It's just it's bizarre what's going on. I don't get it, so I figure I'm not going to get involved. I don't know.
That's the best. That's why we don't get involved. We're like,
Nope.
just I don't.
It's like the Super Bowl this year. Who cares who wins? I don't know. I'm just enjoying the game.
I just hope both teams have fun.
Yes.
Did you give it your best? That's all. Give us your best.
Did you try hard? Did you give it all you had? Then
If I get asked a couple times every day, did you hear about what's going on? Nope. Nope. Don't care.
Don't care. I'm pretty sure it's all made up anyway.
It's not that I don't care, but I'm not letting it,
I'm not going to let what's going over there dictate what's going on over here with my life.
Exactly.
And if you really want to know, what's going on, you just go to TikTok. I mean, there's live videos all the time of some
absolutely.
some farmer stealing a Russian tank. Oh, look at that! He drug that fucker off. Just
Feel good stories, stuff you want to hear.
yeah. I mean, at least
farmers get involved stealing military equipment. Nothing makes me feel better or happier than that. I'm telling you.
I tell you what, the level of patriotism over there is astounding. The Ukrainian people, they're
really stepping up
from leader on down.
I mean that's if people wonder about the Second Amendment, just take a look at what's going on there. I mean, there arguably Russia's probably at least number 2, 3 largest standing armies in the world, and they're scared to do a full-on invasion because like I said, every farmer and shop owner has a gun, and it makes their job hard. It's like they just can't do it. You can't do it. Now imagine that over here. Somebody tries to invade here. We got people itching to go for that kind of stuff. I mean, you remember Red Dawn when we were in high school?
Well,
we've all been ready. So, but what is up?
Kyle was.
I wasn't in high school, but I've seen it. Yes.
Okay, well, you were in high school when you saw it.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe not when it came out like me.
I
thought you started it.
I wanted to.
Isn't that where you got your start?
Oh, when you look at pictures of Rodney's headshots from when before he had the beard and let the hair grow, you would be like, that's not Rodney. No way.
It was funny because I was getting into acting back then. I walked in to an audition one time, and I didn't say a single word. I just walked in, and the lady behind the desk, there's 4 people behind this desk, behind this table. One of the ladies said, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, darling, but your ears are, one ear is bigger than the other, and your nose is lopsided. We can't use you. But thank you for coming anyway." And I'm like, did she just technically tell me I'm ugly for Hollywood? Is that what I just heard? I told a girl one time when I was in junior. I know it was it was about 5th grade. I told her that I thought she was beautiful, thought she was very attractive, and she said, "You look like your face is melting." Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. At least you're pretty on the outside.
That's all she needed, though, in today's society, anyways.
Yeah.
Be pretty on the outside.
You're pretty to me, Rodney.
Oh, thanks.
We won't tell you, Randall Caldwell said Rodney looks like Saddam when he came out of that hole he was hiding in.
Okay, here's one. Okay, look at this. This is I mentioned this in my act, and people freak out. Not everybody sees it now, but once I say it, you're not gonna be able to unsee it. But I look like George W. Bush just really let himself go.
Oh shit! No.
No. That was good.
No.
That's good.
It's him in a nursing home when they can't take care of him anymore. Oh man.
That's when George W. Bush thinks he's Saddam Hussein.
I can't. You're right. I couldn't unsee it once he said it. You look from the forehead down to the mustache, and you're like, "Yeah, I see it." Like an Albert Einstein reincarnated when his hair's all thrown out.
Yep. I love
it. People ask me, what do I use? What's my product? Nothing, man. Nothing. That's all natural right there.
He's got the 8-in-1 from the dollar store.
The 8-in-1.
8-in-1?
It does 8 different things. You can wash your pits, your face, your hair, your butt, and condition it all, and lotions after it's done rinsed off.
And it's a good toothpaste.
So Rodney, you had a show last night. It started off pretty eventful, didn't it?
Yes, it did. We weren't even we were less than 10 miles away from the house, and the truck just stopped. Just there was a there we had snow and rain going on last night, so we left for the gig. It's about 2.5 hours away from the house, so we left early, plenty early, to get out there, in case something happens. Well, something happened. There was an accident, so traffic was backed up. It stopped, stop and go traffic there for a bit, and we were stopped. And then when it came down to go, the truck wouldn't go. Just sat there. One turnover, nothing. And so the other comic with me, his name is Peter Angelo. This dude, if you ever get a chance, you gotta watch this dude. He's freaking funny. But he also competes in strongman competitions. And if you ever break down and need someone to push your car, it's Peter Angelo. This dude, he's like, here, let me push you off the freeway. And I'm like, okay. So I get out, and then he gets out. And before I can even get back to, grab the steering wheel to start turning, he starts pushing the truck by himself uphill in the snow. I was like, and it was moving fast too. I was like, did the truck just start back up? I mean, he had this sucker. He was just pushing the thing like it was nothing. I was like, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, holy crud. That working out stuff is for real. But Bo called my sons. They came back. We switched out vehicles, and we took off to the gig, and they sat back and got the truck towed back to the house. And then we headed out to Cape Cod, and we did our show. It was a delightful show. The audience had a wonderful time because I was there. Very entertaining.
Not the He-Man that pushed you off the road. It was.
Oh, he was funny too. He's sort of it's weird looking at this dude because he is like huge. He's big. He's tough. He's just he's everything just redneck. He's it and then some. But he's also he's gay. He's gayer than. He's one of I'm telling you, and it's not an act. This dude's he's gay, and it is the funniest act because you're looking at this dude who looks like he's the poster boy for Modern Cycle magazine, and the dude is gayer than a $3 bill. I mean, he is just.
I'm gonna have to go watch. Right off the road. I'm gonna have to go watch some of his stand-up. I did research. Funny. I did research when I reached out to Rodney the first time and looked back on some of his older comedy shows, and that's how I seen him without the beard. But to watch him in some of his Rodney's materials, if you go to Dry Bar Comedy, you can see a lot of Rodney's shows. I suggest that you do because it's funny. I laugh every time. But speaking of shows, you're gonna do a special one on May 7th.
Yes, I am. Is that the day? May 7th?
May 7th.
Is it Carrollton, Indiana?
Carrollton,
is that right?
Carrollton, Ohio.
Ohio.
He was going to pass us all up and go to Indiana.
I was going to stop a day early. But yeah, it's going to be fun. We're gonna hike. I'm going to MC the festivities.
Do a little set.
Do a little comedy for the people. There's jokes.
Absolutely free show to attend. Come out to the hike, save22.vet. Sign up today. Sign up, show the man some support. This is a fellow veteran helping out veterans.
Yes.
That's I love veteran comedians because they're about giving back to their community 100%.
Absolutely. So yes, come and see me, and all you gotta do sign up. Sign up for the hike. You don't even have to finish. You don't even have to start it. Just show up.
Just show up. That's it. Show up.
Wander around aimlessly, and then we're gonna have a good time regardless. You don't have to break a sweat.
Right there on the
Got a little
bottom,
ticker
running
for you.
across. Little
There
ticker.
we are.
Oh,
How far is the hike? How far are
It's-
we going?
5 miles.
5. Oh, that's please. That's easy.
Comes from the guy who was trying to push his truck off. No, it's kidding.
Yeah, really.
He says,
No, I remember we had this colonel back when I was in the Marine Corps that like he started doing this thing. He wanted to go on a hump every weekend, and so we started first week we did 5 miles.
I love this.
Next week
What
we
Kelly
did 10
said.
miles. Next week you do 15 miles. You know, and his goal is to get us up to doing a 30-mile hike, right? And so we get to that day where we're going to do a 30-mile hike. And we're already, you know, we've been doing this every week for several weeks, every Friday. And then we go out from the company office area, and we go out, and then we basically just make this loop. It's in the French Creek area in Camp Lejeune, or Lejeune, wherever they're saying it now, whatever the kids are doing these days. And we did a loop. We marched 1 mile, and then came back around where we started, and then we had a piss test, and then we went home. He gave us a 96. Anyway, there were a few people who were not happy about it. They would have preferred to have done the 30 miles, but I was
Instead of
grateful
the
I
pit
had to.
test.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have been that guy. Can we do the 30 miles instead?
There was a lot of people who were nervous. It was like, what are we doing? We're going to have a piss test instead. Oh, crap.
We had to sing when we urine samples make civilians. So
Yeah.
I was the guy who could never pee. Stop watching me, fucker.
You know what I would do? I would load up on B vitamins, especially B12, like the night before. And it turns your piss like neon yellow. It looked like antifreeze.
It's like when you drink like 2 monsters in the day, your pee just turns neon green because of the B vitamins in it.
Yep.
Is my pee supposed to glow in the dark? Hey, it's Frank.
Hey,
Owner,
Frank.
CEO of Crans Ready to Eat.
Hello, Frank.
I was on their show on Monday. Tuesday.
Tuesday, you did their show.
Yeah. And as we were getting ready to start, I grabbed the last pack that I had of the Crans Ready to Eat off my wall, and as they like pulled me in, I was eating one.
Great, perfect timing.
What flavors do they come in?
It's all chocolate, but they're different colors.
I don't have a list of the colors.
It's
they have names.
It's like Space Force White,
Space Cadet White,
Space Cadet White for the Space
hold on,
Force.
I'll pull up the website to make it easy.
Hell, Frank could probably put them out there before we even pulled them up.
Nope, I'm quicker than him today.
Today. Frank is actually from right around the I can't read them.
Jarhead Red,
Jarhead
Blue,
Red,
Dogface Green, Flyboy Yellow, Puddle Pirate Orange, and Space Cadet White for all 6 branches of the military.
I love me some Puddle Pirates.
Awesome. And he said that the new batch or the new whatever they're using, the new recipe is better than this one that I got. And this one was really, really, really good. And I'm not just saying that to make him feel good. It's really good. So they're doing pre-orders. I think May. I'm not going to say because I don't know.
Frank, you can tell us.
When does the sales start? This is pre-orders right now. I wasn't prepared for that.
What the Crans?
Yeah, there he is.
He's giving them a chance to read. For those of you listening to this podcast and not watching, we are sitting with Mr. Rodney Norman and Baby Jesus, of course, just having a good conversation here
about crayons.
about crayons that you can
And
eat.
eating
They're
them.
really
Yes.
good. That's what
Yeah,
Kyle,
really good.
that's what Kyle was eating in the beginning of the show in the opening video. So code CRANEater10 for 10% off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got to order some.
this is my third podcast of the week, so I'm podcasted out.
I think Frank should send us some just because we have a Crayon Eater show and we can, like, you know, he could be like a sponsor, but he just has to give us crayons.
Yeah.
Just provide some product, my friend. That's it.
You don't ask for much.
Frank says he needs you on his show. He needs me on the show. I'm right now traveling back and forth to Chicago. I don't even know when I'm going to be on this show.
It's true. I thought he was going to be in Chicago tonight, and he logs in. I'm like, oh, he's at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week was. I knew I'd be this week, because the flight was early.
Nice.
Jimmy said he really needed this tonight. I think everybody needs a little laughter, a little bit of something different.
But there's too much just nastiness going on, and everybody feels like they got to say something, like history is recording this moment. What side were you on? Nobody cares. Nobody's going to look back at any of this. Get over yourselves. Calm down. It's easy to just say, I have no idea and I don't care right now. And you can care. The thing I hate is, like, you post something like, I got post a joke about farts, and then somebody's got to make some comment and go, oh, it's easy for you to make jokes about farts when their babies are being killed overseas. It's like, I could care about babies being overseas and dying. I could care about that and laugh at a fart joke at the same time.
Yeah.
They're not mutually exclusive. You don't have to choose one or the other. You could do multiple things at one time. You could care about things and laugh about other things at the same time, and it's healthy. It's actually it's a good mental exercise as an adult to be able to do such a thing. So take your bad logic and shove it up whatever orifice you got open at this current time, because I'm just tired of your mamby-pamby nastiness for no good reason whatsoever. We can care about things that are going on in the world and still have a good time. So just shut up and get out of our way. Maybe you don't really care because you're spending all your time worrying about what I'm doing. Maybe you're the problem. Man, have you ever thought of that one? You weirdo. Get off my back.
Oh, man. That's good.
I don't care.
Have a good time.
I don't care what happens. Somebody calls you a weirdo and you go, am I really that weird? It hits you. That's one word.
I call my son a weirdo all the time because he's the pickiest eater I've ever seen in my life. And every time I say it, he's like, I'm not a weirdo. You're a weirdo. I'm like, what?
That's one word when you're called. It makes you stop in your tracks and go, am I really that weird? You start feeling bad. It's like somebody calls you a weirdo. You feel bad instantly. You're like, ooh, maybe I crossed the line.
Yeah, like if somebody calls you a horrible name, you know exactly what they mean. But when they see weirdo, it's like, okay, I don't know where
they left the
whole. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Like, I don't know.
They left the door wide open on that one. You're like, ooh, what line did I cross?
Do people not say mean things to me because they think I'm mentally unstable? Is that what they're trying to imply? How is that weird? I don't know.
I had a very one of the funniest things that happened to me this past weekend. I had my son this weekend, and he's all about YouTube and stuff. I've seen all these people do these crazy challenges and stuff, and he's like, Dad, I want to try this cinnamon challenge. I'm like, I don't think you do, buddy. He's like, yeah, I do. I was like, I don't think you do. He's like, I can do it. I was like, I promise you can. I've got, I love you to death, and but I don't think you can do it. And he's like, well, let me do it, and we'll find out. And I texted his mom to me. I was like, hey, he wants to do this. Is it okay? And she was like, he's gonna throw up everywhere if you do. I'm like, that's fine. I can clean it up. He wants to do it. I'll let him do it. So I gave him the spoon, and I didn't fill it the whole way up. I put a bunch on there, but not a whole spoonful,
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, don't breathe in when you take this bite. Like, make sure you don't breathe in, so it doesn't make you cough or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was all trying to pump himself up, and he's like, all right, fine. He goes to put the spoon in his mouth, and he hits his like tooth and spills about half of it, and puts the rest of it in his mouth. And the look on his face goes from like ready to go to like instant regret in like a half a second. He spits it out into the trash can. He puked just a tiny bit, but he's like, I didn't like that, so I did it too just to make him feel a little better, and I didn't do much better than he did. But it was so funny watching his face go from this to like morbid like regret in the matter of a second. It was so funny.
When you expect them to throw up when you do a challenge like that, so you're already prepared. It's like, okay,
Oh yeah, I had
to
the
do
trash
this?
can there. I was
I marvel at this because when I was a kid, that making cinnamon toast was like you did every day. You came back from school, you made toast, you buttered it, you put cinnamon and sugar on there, and that was like, that was just a staple of my childhood was cinnamon toast almost every day. That or we do cheese bread, you just put cheese, stick it in a broil in the oven. But anyway, I never once as a child ever thought I would just want to, cram a big chunk of cinnamon into my mouth and see what happens. Never once did the thought cross my mind ever as that would ever be a good idea. And yet now here's an entire generation that is absolutely fascinated by it. But then again, I never wanted to eat laundry detergent either. But here we are.
me either.
But it looks like candy.
This is the world we live in.
But it looks like candy.
No, it don't. What kind of candy looks like that?
It looks delicious.
I bet you there's a candy that
there probably is.
Now I want to look it up, see if there is one.
What candy resembles a Tide Pod?
Is there a Tide Pod candy? If there isn't, they're going to come out with one.
Right?
Yeah, because then you could go to school and freak everybody out. Look, I got a Tide Pod. He did it. He did it.
Did I tell you the joke he told me?
Yeah.
What's up?
So
is it the Magic Dragons joke?
Yeah. my son's 9 years old, and he loves to tell jokes. Most of them are horrible, but he got me good the other day. And he's sitting there. We were watching YouTube together, and he says, "Hey, do you like the band Imagine Dragons?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're okay. I mean, not my forte, but I don't hate them." He goes, "Imagine dragging these nuts across your forehead," and I about came out of my chair. From a 9-year-old. I was like, "You better." I was like, when I finally composed myself, and I was like, first of all, I was like, "Well, good job, but you can't be telling that kind of joke, that kind of stuff at school. You'll get in trouble." And he's like, "I won't." I was like, "Wait a minute, is that where you heard the joke?" He goes, "Yeah."
I ended up using that joke on everybody younger than me at work.
Right.
And that's about everybody. But I was like, "Hey, I know you're into that new rock stuff. You like Imagine Dragons?" "Yeah, they're okay. Imagine dragging my nuts across your forehead."
Just so you guys know, for the crayons, it is a box or the pack. There's 6 crayons in a pack, and they're all one of each color. And as far as I know, you cannot order just one color since the flavor is all the same. It's just the wrapper that's the color.
And Rodney, these
I take that back.
color.
I take that back.
What?
The crayons are that color, not just, but they're all chocolate. I'm sorry. I don't think you can order just a specific, like the navy one, Damien.
Because they actually color on paper.
Yes.
You can take them out and color something with it and then eat your crayon.
It's like Willy Wonka. You can put them on the wall and then eat it.
It's a snozberry.
Schnozberry.
I'll open one and show you
If
guys.
anybody actually knew what a schnoz was back then, they wouldn't call it a schnozberry, would they?
Schnozberry. I don't know. I guess I don't know what that is.
Okay. Apparently, there is a company has come out with Tide Pod candy.
Jesus.
They're
Help
the
us
next
all.
millionaires.
So this is what the crayons look like. They're triangle, so they don't roll off the table.
And
they're like they're like carpenter crayons.
Yep.
and
yep,
you don't get them
exactly.
confused with regular crayons.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure I don't have any wrapper left on here, so I don't want to eat the wrapper.
So it's a foil wrapper, and
Mhm.
it's
Foil wrapper.
triangle
crayon.
looking thing, and it's blue.
This is the squid blue. So you can actually color on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Right. You can actually color with it and then eat it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it's really good. I'm not a huge fan, but these are really good. Let's get chocolate all over my keyboard.
He took hold of a joke for the Marine Corps and ran with it and made some crayons that you could color with and
Yay.
Eat.
and eat. Oh man, you see some weird shit in Chicago.
I mean, it's
Like-
Chicago.
There is some weird shit that goes on in Chicago. I mean, you get these people that get on the train at the airport and they have no destination they're going to, because anybody can walk into an airport. You just can't go past security without a boarding pass or whatever.
Mhm.
So you get these homeless people that get on the bus with you, and they're pulling a cooler full of their possessions behind them.
What's
And
going on?
And they're talking to each other, to themselves. This one woman was standing there. All of a sudden, she goes, "Well, how you doing today, baby?" And she goes, "Well, first of all, my name's not Baby." Second, and she's talking to herself. And you get people that's just the world possession. I mean, it's sad to see, but at the same time, it's kind of there's that dark comedy hidden in there that I want to sit there and try not to laugh. Good thing you still have to wear a mask at a airport, because then they can't see what expressions actually underneath that mask. Because I'm biting my tongue trying not to laugh. And to see how people dress too, you can almost get a whole story out of how somebody dresses, of who they are, what they do. You get this whole little, you could be totally off, but man, I have a whole story done by the time somebody stood across me for 10 minutes on a train.
Oh yeah.
$20 is $20, Tom.
Rodney, what shows do you got coming up?
Let's see. Well, I'm doing one here in Rockville, Vernon area in Connecticut on Saturday. It's a fundraiser show. Let me see if I find the information on it. I should have been prepared and had this with me. And okay. Then it's fun. I'm going to I'll be down in Florida, down by Orlando for March 17th through the 20th. I'll be doing shows, and then I'm also going to be part of a documentary film that they're doing with about cancel culture and its effect on comedy. And they wanted my opinion, and I'm going to give it to them.
Are you giving them to it as the world's worst motivational speaker? Or are you giving them to it as Rodney?
We're going to give them both. And then this is the coolest thing I got coming up. I'm going to be performing a wedding up in Washington.
Nice.
I got ordained through the Church of the Latter-day Dude. And I'm good. I can perform weddings if you want me to come and perform your wedding, and it will be a wedding. You will be so excited to have me wed you that you'll just pick a stranger and get married to them, and then annul the wedding the next day just to have the experience of being married by me. It will be the most glorious wedding encounter you will ever have.
I want to get ordained now by the Church of the Dude.
It's very
I
simple.
need to change mine.
Church of the Dude. Yes.
But yeah, it's free. You can get ordained for free, and then just print off the thing. You hand that to the county clerk, and they go, "What the hell?" And you go, "Well, it's my First Amendment right." And they go, "Oh, well, yes, it is."
It's like your opinion, man. It's like your opinion, man.
Yeah, that's just like your opinion, man. But yeah.
Oh, now I gotta go watch that movie just because it's been a while too. You're out of your element, Donnie. Whoa,
Well, I
whoa,
know who's doing my next wedding. Gunny.
whoa! Who's gonna do my next wedding? He's been divorced 3 times already.
Rodney was there when the 10 Commandments were done, so I'm sure the cancel culture issue won't be hard to cover.
You're looking at Moses' best friend over there.
There we go.
I'm telling you, you guys could do TikToks together as Rodney is God, and
We need at the hike. We need to make at least one. I'll
What
bring
are
my
you-
robe.
what are you doing, son?
I'll bring
What
a
are you
robe
doing,
myself.
son? Oh, jeez. Oh, it's gonna be epic.
I wish I wouldn't have cut my hair. Man, I wish I wouldn't have cut my hair.
You still can pull it off, though. You can still
We'll figure
pull
it out.
off. Oh.
You know, one thing I regret about having the long hair and the beard is that I don't get to do my drill instructor bit all that often. But it's fun. I love it. I was going to do a whole series as a drill instructor. Maybe I'll do it anyway. I mean, it's probably funnier in the beard.
Yeah, probably would be.
Well, the best hidden fact about you that you're a Marine. A lot of people don't know that either. You know, and
Yeah.
they'll be like, "No way, this guy was a Marine. No wonder why they eat crayons." You know, it's just whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when they had that rumor going around that Mr. Rogers was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but it's real.
Right.
It's sort of like, yeah, you never seen his arms because he's covered in tattoos from the wrist up. Homeless, drunken drill sergeant. There you go.
Oh, there we go. That's the act right there.
Some of the stuff you come up with is just brilliant. It makes my day. It really does. What's Rodney posted today, and what can we repost? And
you got to know that most of this stuff it'll just come to me in a flash, and I just know, okay, I got to make this a video.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other times, like the one I did about sometimes you end up places you don't want to go, and I can't remember what I said, but no, I was up on top of Palomar Mountain. It's just north of San Diego in California, right? And I was up there looking for this property, and I came up to this sign, and it said, "Your GPS is wrong. You're not where you want to be." And the idea came to me, and so I got out to the side of the mountain, you know, with a beautiful view behind me, and I thought, okay, I got to do something with this idea. And so I just turned on the camera and started jabbering, and then when I got done, I thought, I have no idea what I just said.
You know, people are using that sound.
It.
People are using that sound on TikTok now. I've seen.
Oh yeah, it's going. Yeah, it's got like what is it at now? It was my fastest climbing video ever, and it's at like 9.4 million views.
Holy shit!
Isn't that insane?
Awesome.
That is insane.
Well, and there's 2,283 videos made from that video. Either stitching or duetting that they've used the audio. So yeah, it's still climbing. It's still going.
And you, what was I going to say? There was. Damn it! I forget what the hell I was going to say. I just lost it. It was there, and I lost it.
But yeah,
perfect radio, folks.
But no, I got up. I made the video, And as soon as I was done, like I said, my rule is if it's stupid and I don't like it, that's all the more reason to post it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I posted it, and I thought, this will go nowhere. And as soon as I got down off the mountain where I had some signal, I went in. It started going in, right? And I'm driving to go meet some friends for dinner. And by the time I got there and sat down, it was about 2 hours later. I pulled out my phone and started looking, and it was already like 100,000 views in just a couple hours. It was insane. I mean, the thing just started going nuts.
So your popularity, and you've noticed in the last couple of weeks, it's really been nuts. Last week when I called you, my boss is like, "Oh, you didn't wait for me to be around when you called him? I love that guy. I love that guy." And that's why I said, then when you finally talked to me, I was in the airport and he was sitting next to me and he goes, "How do you even know this guy?" I said, "I just reached out." I said, a lot of people don't understand, if you just reach out, the worst that's going to happen is they don't respond back, or they tell you to go fuck yourself. And,
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I get so many messages, it might take 2 months before I see your message.
Right.
But I do try to respond to them all. I figure if you're taking time to contact me, I'll try to get back to you somehow. Just if anything, just acknowledge the fact that you said hi. I have a lot of people who just pop a message and just say thank you for what you're doing. And you're making me laugh and giving me something to enjoy myself about. So I love it. Who doesn't want to wake up every morning and have people send you messages telling you how awesome you are?
Yeah, it is.
I wish they'd send cash. But I'll take the thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that's why there's a one-word response when you send something to
yes,
thumbs up, thank you.
I got to communicate directly and get on with my life.
Yeah, but, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I know how my message box is and how my phone acts. I couldn't imagine yours. I really couldn't.
But I will say this: it's I'm just humbled by the whole thing, and it's just I just enjoy getting to help people have a little laugh, have a good time.
Did you ever think it would be that character that catapulted your career?
No, not in a million years. I mean, it was just a dumb little project I came up with. Just simple idea. My drunk grandfather is the world's worst motivational speaker. And it just clicked, and
timing was right. Timing,
was
right too.
Yeah, especially the first video. It came out right during the whole George Floyd riots, and I think it was just a nice little. I was just providing comic relief for reality, and I just kept doing it, and. I had a gentleman send me a message. He said, "Hey, all you're doing is making videos with this guy who's absent-minded, and you're saying things that are somewhat intelligent with a really nice backdrop." And I'm like, "Okay, your point is, yeah.
Thank you, weirdo."
Was that
You want to argue? I'm not sure what's going on here.
You want to take me on a date? What is this?
Is this foreplay, or
you buying dinner?
Are you applying for a job, or are you telling me go screw myself? I'm not sure what's going on here.
You're trying to sell me a car? I don't know.
Are we just playing the game and we're just pointing things out that are obvious? Is that what we're doing? Is that what this is?
Well, your nostrils have extra long nose hairs coming out of them, sir, and
you are a carbon-based life form. No, it's been insane, and it's been a lot of fun though. I did a show this last weekend out on the Cape. It was in the same town that I was in last night, but it was in a different location. And this gentleman came out, and God bless him. He was so excited. He was shaking with excitement that he almost hyperventilated. I kind of sit there and wait because he had to bend over, and he's like getting all teary-eyed and just beside himself with excitement that he got to meet me. And it was kind of weird. It was cool that it happened in front of my wife because I was like, "See, darling, so good of a catch I am there." But no, it was just because because people have been using my videos to just overcome depression, anxiety, to just get them out of their funk and get going on with their life. And so when they finally get to meet me, it's pretty surreal for them. It's humbling and it's weird, but it's
Yeah.
Oh, he's dying. He's dying. Quick.
Don't die on us, Rodney, please.
I'm telling you, it's the Marine Corps. No, I went to Thailand when I was in the Marine Corps. And for like 6 weeks before we left, we went and got a series of shots every Friday. Half of them, they didn't even tell you what they were. It was like, here, this is undisclosed. You don't have a high enough rank or security clearance to know what we're putting in you, but here, just sign this. And they gave me a bunch of shots. Then after that, I developed allergies and this cough.
Mm-mm.
I've been to specialists for the cough, and all of them just say, "Yeah, you got a cough."
I usually cough like that after my vape pen. My green vape pen.
I cough like that from just getting too much oxygen.
I know that there's a lot of people already excited to come see you at the Save 22 hike. So I got to ask you if it's your permission to use your picture to advertise on the Save 22
yes,
hike.
absolutely. Get it out there. Absolutely.
I would like to see, we usually get between 500 to 1,000 people at this hike. I would like to see, I'd like to see 2,200. I'd love to see 2,200 people at the hike.
Come on out. I will be
with me.
I'm working.
I'll be happy to take pictures with everybody. Don't feel embarrassed or ashamed to want to have a photo with me. I am honored.
A photo with you.
I want to have a picture with everybody. So don't be afraid. Come on out. We'll have a good time. Love to meet everybody.
Are you planning on coming in the night before?
Yes, I'll be there probably the night before. Yeah,
because everything's going to start off around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I will come out and meet you at the hotel when you get in.
Oh, sweet.
Me and Kyle will both come greet you at the hotel.
Cool.
All I got to do is call and make that reservation, which I'm going to do soon. But that's why I asked you, do you need a queen size bed, king, whatever you need?
Man, I prefer king size. I like a little leg room. But queen's fine. Whatever you can get. I'm easy.
May 7th, Gunny. May 7th.
May 7th. Sign
I'm
up.
hoping Gunny could get up there. I really like to see Gunny up there. Yeah.
Yes, Gunny.
Yes, Gunny.
Please come.
Please.
My car's gonna be fixed tomorrow.
Hey, you know what, Tom? Send me some all the pertinent information that would be necessary, and I'll make a little video for it.
Okay.
Promo video for it.
That would be
because this is a great thing. Yeah, this is a great event. I want to get it out there.
We're working on another hike this year in November. We're trying to get it done through the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hopefully I got meetings with the next couple weeks with them that we can actually officially announce something like that. We want to do it.
That'd be nice.
We want to do it Veterans Day weekend, which would be around, November 12th, I think is when we're planning.
Yep.
The date we're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So possibly, well, I might call you again to say, hey, you want to come over and stay in Canton this time?
I'd be happy to do it. One thing I've been wanting to do is run the Marine Corps Marathon one of these years. I
had the opportunity to a few years ago, and I didn't take it up, and I wish I would have.
Is it one of those ones you have to qualify for? You have to do something to get in it, or is it just sign up for it?
I think there's only so many slots available.
Yeah.
There's a lot, but I mean, it fills up quick. I think because Winkle was going to give me his pass to go a couple years ago, and I just didn't do it for some reason. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Kelly,
We can do it this year, Rodney, if you want.
I need to start getting in shape for the hike. Oh, I got contacted for one of the weirdest things this week. I don't know if it's going to happen. I filled out all this information, but I've been invited to be on the World's Worst Cook show.
No, that's great exposure, man. That is great exposure.
Yeah, so the dude, he saw my TikTok video and he contacted me. He said, dude, I think you're awesome. I'd love to have you on the show. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That would be awesome.
I've always wanted to find creative uses for paprika anyway. Load me up.
That I will actually watch that the episode that Rodney's on. I will watch it.
Yeah, because it's only going to be one, and then they're going to just not want anything to do with me.
Yeah,
that's the problem I've been having. Like America's Got Talent wanted me. They had me go through the whole process and went through all these weird auditions over the phone. And finally, when it came down to the final word, they just decided my act was too weird. They didn't know what to do with me.
I don't know if you're. It's the persona. The persona. I don't know. Of the world's worst. You know, they're thinking that's all. They think that's all you can do. They haven't.
And that's. I kept telling her. I said, "Well, look, if you just want me to get up there and give motivational speeches, that's not going to work. But I do stand up. Just let me do my stand up." Mm-hmm. Well, no, we just really like the character, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do with the character on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I can get up there and perform and entertain, but most of the audience is just going to be like going, okay, I feel good. I feel better about myself, but that was funny, but I don't know if I want to come watch this guy in Vegas.
Dan Webb says you need to wear Dan Webb says you need to wear a Save 22 shirt on the Worst Cook show.
Oh, I absolutely would, too, if they let me get away with it. Because they already said I can't wear,
your goofy stuff.
My goofy stuff. I want to wear my. I'd wear the Save 22. I also want to wear my intoxicating masculinity shirt. Have you seen those?
Yes. I know what shirt that he could probably get away with, Kyle.
What's that?
The work shirt.
Yeah.
The Save 22 work shirt because it looks semi-professional.
Yeah.
I'll get his size when we get off, and I'll order one with his name on the side of it, Rodney. And
that'd be awesome.
You'd look off.
I tried. I'll be honest with you. I tried to do I need to start doing push-ups again. I love doing push-ups. I used to do a lot of push-ups.
I hate push-ups now.
And this is going to sound like I'm lying, but this is the God's honest truth. My personal best record for 1 day total of push-ups was 3,500.
That's impressive.
I was doing like 1,000 push-ups a day there for many years. And then I hurt myself doing a bench press one year and threw out my shoulder and just haven't been able to get back into them again. I tried to do the 22 challenge. And I did the first day, and then something popped, and I was done. It took me 3 months to recover.
My wife, if she's in the room while I'm doing the push-up, she goes, "I've never heard a shoulder crack and pop so much as yours does." I said, "Wait till I get up from here, then listen."
Did somebody just pour a bowl of Rice Krispies?
It's worse than that.
Oh. Yeah. I don't want to talk about cereal.
Oh yeah, that is obscene.
I'm so miserable. I was on for the people listening and the ones that don't know. I was on another podcast last night, the Mind Snack podcast, and we did a one bowl challenge. It's one bowl of cereal, but it's 20 cups of cereal. So what we did was we spun. There's like I think 9 choices of cereal on the wheel. We spun the wheel. Whatever it landed on, you got 4 cups of that cereal. So we had to spin the wheel 5 times to get our full 20 cups in one bowl. So it's different cereals mixed together, and you have up to 1 gallon of milk. If you want to use milk, you don't have to. But the time limit is 25 minutes. So we gave it our best shot, and this was the end of my bowl when I was done. And I probably ate 80% of that in 25 minutes. And that was 24 hours ago, and I'm still feeling the effects of that. And
I'd imagine you got brain fog.
But it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably do it again, but not for a while. I'm glad I get my car fixed tomorrow.
Yeah. What's wrong with yours?
Alternator.
Oh.
Which I could have done it myself, but he had to put the old one back in, he said, and the bearing went out on it. So I was like, just do it. He'll have it done. And
yeah.
We lost Tom, but he said he'll have it done in the morning so I can pick it up after work. So.
Oh, that's good. No, I got issues with every single one of my cars right now. I'm having a great old time.
Yeah. I bet I sloshed. Oh yeah, I was like Thanksgiving dinner times like 5.
Oh, I can imagine. I can't. You know, when I was a younger man, back when I was a kid, I was one of 6 kids. So you had to learn to eat fast and eat everything you could. I mean, just you had to. Then when I got into the Marine Corps, boot camp, I was a diet private. So if you didn't eat fast, you just didn't eat because, we were the last ones through the chow hall. And I've always just been, I could eat fast and I could eat a lot. But boy, these last few years, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't eat a lot. I can't eat fast at all.
Yeah.
Had a power flicker.
Oh,
it kicked out. It kicked out everything for a minute. I was like, but I was gonna say you got pretty close, Kyle. That bowl was pretty close to being done.
I thought the time limit was 30 minutes going into it, and then they were like, "Oh, it's 25." So I think if I'd had the 5 minutes, I might have been able to do it. But I'm kind of glad I didn't have that 5 extra minutes because I don't know if I could have handled it or held it in.
Hey, look, myself showed up and said, "What's up?" Now that's my son. Hey, TJ, what's up? He's in Florida now, Rodney, but I had an idea when you went to Florida. You have to get the loudest Pink Flamingo shirt and shorts and do a video on the beach while you're in Florida.
That sounds like fun. I can do that.
That sounds like a TikTok that will just take off. Like, hey, look, he's out in this wild shirt.
You need to wear Heelys too.
Heelys?
The shoes with the wheels in them.
You know what I had to do is do the Island Boy song.
Yes.
As the character.
Dude, that would be Florida. So awesome.
As the character. How would that go for you? If the character was to sing Island Boy. Here we go.
Here we go.
World's first.
Here we go. You gotta really get the hair going there.
Have your wife put like little.
We could see this.
I'm just Island Boy. Island Boy. Just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it. I don't know the words. Other words to the song, I don't even know if there's words. Island Boy. I'm just an island boy. Just trying to make it. There's a beach over there, but we're in the hot tub for some stupid freaking reason. We're twins. But we look like we're gay lovers at the same time. It's so kind of creepy. Boy, we're just boy. Look like shit. Sideshow Bob.
Oh, my head hurts.
Are there actual words to that song?
I have no idea.
No, I
I
can't.
just know I'm an island boy. That's the only words that I know.
Island boy, I just trying to make it. This is island boy.
I'm like almost naked.
Almost.
That's the only thing. That's cool, man.
I drove an expensive car, but I can't afford the insurance or have legal tags on it. Island boy.
Got beat up at a show.
Oh man.
Did you see where they went and tried to do a show and they got booed off the stage?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not
Because it's like the only beat they have for any song is yeah.
Well, that was a fast 15 minutes, though. I got to say that.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that video when I'm down in Florida, man.
Yeah, that's gonna go viral.
Yeah.
That's gonna go faster than the other one.
Got my favorite one parody of that was, have you seen the one with the two dwarfs in a sink?
Yeah. Yeah. They're the same ones that do it with the grandma and yeah. I can't even think of their names right now.
Yeah, they're funny. Then there's the other one, the guy that does T-Rex Boy. You seen that one? He's a guy. He's deformed. He's got these little tiny arms. I mean, just
is that the one that said "I'm a helicopter"?
Could be. The dude is funny. The dude is so freaking funny. And but he did I'm just a T-Rex boy. I ain't got arms. It was hilarious. The dude is just. I love the dude. Man.
Oh, this is classic.
What's up, Jeff?
Jeff said,
man.
"This is classic."
You're gonna have that damn song stuck in my head now, Tom. Thanks.
It's not.
You brought it up.
No, I told him he should wear the brightest pink flamingo.
Yeah,
flamingo. But you need to get the arm tattoos, the fake sleeves.
Oh, get those sleeves, those fake sleeves. Yeah,
yeah, and then have your wife draw on your forehead,
so
like
get
little...
some gold. Get those gold teeth.
Yes.
I annoyed my son with that when he started it. That's how I heard about it. And I like, okay, two can play this game. So I kept saying over and over and over and over. He's like, "Would you shut up? You're not an island boy." I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Neither are they. They live on a peninsula, you idiots.
Idiots.
Weirdos.
I'm a peninsula boy.
Water don't surround me.
What's up, Justin?
Hey, Justin.
Hello, Justin. What's Justin got going on?
Who knows with Justin? I know he's probably one of the a guy I can call up to go talk to another veteran, and he'll do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, that's cool.
No questions asked.
Oh my. No. Don't do that, Randall.
He just posted the lyrics.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy and I'm just an island boy. I'm just an island boy. I'm going to keep that gun. What's he doing with a gun? And I'm just staring at the sun. Newbies are fool gazing. The hell's that mean?
You need to add that to the video.
I'm like the pool where I'm staying. That like you want to be famous. I'm trying to be outdoor. Gators, I'm gonna be floater boy. Okay, if you're a floater, that.
Does that make you a turd?
That's what I was gonna say. Just that I'm a floater, but I got real damn tropical. I'm an island boy. Again, they don't live on an island. It's a freaking peninsula. I put my vests on. What are you wearing a vest for in Florida? Damn. You're like a wug woman trying to make it to the top. I'm an island boy. I've been trying to make it.
What's a wug woman?
Wug. Like a wug. I have no idea.
Like a wug woman trying to make it?
Like a wug woman trying to make it to the top. Are you trying to make it to the top of Turd Mountain? Is that what you're trying to make it to the top?
Well, he was a floater. I mean,
he's got a gun. He's got his nummies. Are those like Flintstone vitamins? Is that what those are? I have no idea. He's got his vest. He's got Crocs on. Is that what he's saying? Gators or his Crocs? He's got his Crocs and his vest. He's going out and hunting for wugs. Dumping deuces in the pool.
makes him a floater. Randall, you had to put those lyrics on there now.
This is going to be in the highlights when we come back next year. You know, the highlights of 2022. This is number one. This is number one.
This might be the show that puts us on Spotify's hit list. For you, those listening, somebody posted the lyrics to Island Boy so Rodney could read them and sing them. Oh
man, I was crying full blown tears, laughing so hard.
I'm gonna wake up in the morning and go, "What the hell did I do again?" Oh, Rodney was on the show. Oh, my side hurts.
He said there's more, but he had to keep it short.
You don't have to keep it short.
There's more.
I don't know if I could have handled much more.
Give us more. Give us more. Give us the other half.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
I think that the name of this song should be Writer's Block. Holy freaking crap.
Island Boy lyrics. Oh my.
I'm just talking about things I'm seeing in the neighborhood.
Share screen.
I'm sitting in my mom's pool.
He might not be able to read it from there. He might.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
Can you read that or no?
No, Randall put the more. We can put Randall's up so he can read it.
There it is.
All right. Here we go again.
I sitting with the gangs thing. You ain't just. Oh, I hit something. You ain't just saying no cane through the storm. No cane through the storm. Okay, hurricane. There's no. You ain't just saying no cane through the storm, through the rain. Cause we trying to home like a lime from the island. A lime from the kind of fruity drink is these kids making? Island boy from the Caribbean keg, queso, kua, I'm an island boy. I'm just an island boy. I'm just an island boy. I'm a keep that gun. I be just staring at the sun. Like, okay, stop staring at the sun. That's probably part of the problem. I mean, even when you're staring at eclipse, you're supposed to do it through two pieces of cardboard, for crying out loud, you idiot. I got to find out what. Can somebody tell us what a wug woman is?
Urban Dictionary. Someone
Trying to
please.
make it to the top of my island, boy. I've been trying to make it. Sitting with the gang slang. You ain't just saying no can through the storm. Island boy.
Oh.
Baby shark. Baby shark.
Oh, I hope you put this in like one of your things that you do. Just sit and dissect the lyrics to Island Boy.
Wow. There are hundreds of brilliantly talented and masterful musicians in this world who are making music that no one will ever hear, and yet that
Absolutely.
then that is representing an entire generation.
And they like to argue with everybody who does a parody or anything. They like, they'll try to call them out. So it'd be funny. Because
maybe they'll call you out, Rodney.
Call Rodney out.
That would be hilarious.
Me on a war with the Island Boy. That'd be awesome. I'd be like, okay, first of all, who are you? Oh, you're them.
Doing your character though.
From Mozart to the Island Boys.
I'll give them a psychological therapy session.
Might freak them out.
What that guy say?
You apparently have daddy issues, mommy issues, grandparent issues on both sides, going back 3 generations. You got issues with cousins. It does seem to be that your relationship with each other is rather peculiar.
Rather peculiar. Oh man.
Well, that'd be great for my career. Get called out by the Island Boys? Are you kidding me? Let's bring it on.
That would kick a career right in the ass. I think more people are gonna side with the Rodney Normans of the world than the Island Boys.
Yeah.
Except the 7-Eleven people,
That's what you need to do. With the hot pink shirt and the shorts.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Get the sleeve tattoos.
And just dissect the lyrics to that, just like you just did.
Just print them out and start reading them on like a 3-minute. You could do it in 2 parts.
Oh yeah.
So I'm back again in part 2.
And tag them. And at Island Boy, so they have to see it.
They have to see it
because they're vain enough to go through their phone and go, "Oh, somebody tagged us in a video again." They're gonna look at everyone.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're doing anything they can to remain relevant. And I don't have to worry about being relevant because
it just happens. Our ray of sunshine every day. My daily laughter comes from Rodney.
Well, thank you. I'm going to start going live every morning, I'm thinking, just for the fun of it.
You can make some money doing lives on TikTok.
Yeah, I bet. It was weird because they had me part of this thing called the Creators Fund.
Yeah, I was part of it too, and your videos don't get seen.
Yeah, it was weird because it was like, hey, your video just got 1.5 million views. Here's $4.
Yeah, that's about it too.
Oh wow, thanks. Woohoo! And it made me fill out a tax form for 14 $2.68. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
You had to 1099 yourself from fucking from TikTok.
Yeah, but when I go live, yeah, people give you gifts. I didn't realize that. I went live for like
worth a lot more than just doing videos.
Oh, look at this. Gunny comes in with what a woog is. A woog is a white
underprivileged grandma.
Okay, so we're gonna go back.
I love it. Oh, there's more? Are you kidding me?
No,
this is the first one.
The same one. Okay.
Now that we know what a woog is, I'm trying to remember what the words were.
You can go from I put my vest on to like a woog woman, like a white unprivileged grandma, unemployed girl, white unemployed girl.
Wild unemployed. Okay.
Oh, wild unemployed girl.
Wild unemployed.
He probably just like the quickest thing he can come up with on top of his head. I like it.
I like the white unprivileged grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm with you on that one.
You're hurting there, Kyle.
My belly still doesn't know what I did to it last night.
You know what you need to do is you need some magnesium citrate.
Mm-mm.
He knows.
That'll get everything
today.
That'll flow everything right on out of there. First time I tried that stuff was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, Jesus.
Because they kept trying to get me to make weight, right? And I was always a little over. And it's this guy who I knew who was into wrestling in high school. He told me about magnesium citrate, and he goes, he says, try it over the weekend. Don't. You want to give yourself a day where you don't go anywhere. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I tried that stuff. Oh yeah, holy crap! I've never known what it was like to poop clear. I mean, it just flushed out everything. I lost 12 pounds over the weekend from one bottle of magnesium citrate. That's how backed up I was. I drank the whole bottle. He said, just drink down and just don't go anywhere. He said, you don't want to be away from any more than 6 feet away from a toilet at any given point in time for about at least 24 hours. And then, I didn't eat anything for the first little while because the stuff's nasty, right? And so then I'm just you're pooping it's just all. I mean, you don't have to push at all. I mean, you pretty much just think I need to go and it's happening.
That's it too.
It's just coming. It's just at first it comes out. It's just normal looking. And then it gets watery, and then it's like this black clay comes out, and then what's you think I'm gonna fossils are gonna start popping out of here. I think I just struck oil. And then when you think it's over, it's like, okay, it's in the clear, then you eat something, and then that just pushes everything else out. And it's like, how is this even possible that there's more in me? I think organs are coming out at this point in time. I think I might have passed my spleen at one point in time. I'm just like, this is just. My toilet had divots in the porcelain. Had to get it resurfaced.
Yes. Welcome to the Full Metal Crane Eater Show, where we are going to talk about shit for 2 hours. Can you tell Rodney's on because we can barely freaking speak? We just let him do his thing. He waits for us to laugh and our heads to turn the color of my red shirt right now.
So I'm gonna have a challenge for us.
But I made weight. That's all I'm talking about.
I made weight.
I was dizzy for 4 days. I was dehydrated. I couldn't see straight.
Damn it, I made weight.
I mean, when you're pooping so hard, it's coming out so fast that it sounds like, it's like a fart amplified.
Kyle's killing me. I'm laughing at both. Laughing at the joke and laughing at Kyle laughing. I needed tears. I really needed this tonight. Oh, a magnesium citrate challenge.
Yes.
We do the show from our toilet.
There you go. That's exactly what it would be.
I don't think the
Hi.
listeners would enjoy that episode very much.
Why?
Oh, man.
Why is this show so shitty? I don't know.
Still better than some other shows that are out there.
Why does this sound like a beard BQ show?
I was thinking the other one, but I mean that too. That works too.
Did he say VRS with his ass?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going with it.
I didn't know somebody could say Pardos in a fart.
It sounds just like a fart. It sounds just like shit.
Hey, I thought this was Cran Eaters. I didn't think this was George Pardos' show.
Holy shit.
That's a holy shit's only when you're going, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Oh God.
Hot, hot, hot,
Like,
hot, 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 hot.
Exactly. That's why I posted that gif from Dumb and Dumber when the guy's taking a shit in the bathroom. That's how I felt this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I like it the second Dumb and Dumber where Bob Saget was in it. He had the candy
There's shit
bar.
everywhere.
How do you get shit on the ceiling?
That scene was good.
That was probably the best thing out of the whole movie was the chocolate bar, because the rest of the movie was crap.
Yeah,
they reached too hard with that one. They could have left it alone at the first one and been good. They didn't have to go a trilogy with it.
Yep. The last
Especially-
one was horrible. The
Especially
second
comedy
one was-
movies. It doesn't go well with a sequel in a comedy movie.
No, unless you really, really advance the characters. But the thing is, you can't. If there's any character development, it destroys the whole point of the whole thing. Is that there is no development. That's, you know what I mean?
But I think the only one that could really do it was Ace Ventura when they went from the first one to the second one, because it got better. The second one got better.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Chicago.
I don't know which one's my favorite. I mean, I've watched them. I love them both so much. I can quote both of them.
The part where
I think-
where he's wrestling the African tribe, that part is classic. I mean,
Yep.
But then again, in the first one, those are the biggest hemorrhoids I've ever seen on a woman.
Would a real woman be wearing these? I thought you'd never ask. And it's funny because I watched that as a kid. Looking back, I'm really surprised my mom let me watch that as a kid. I was raised pretty strict.
Oh, you know what?
Really
My parents
perverted shit in that movie.
let me watch Benny Hill when I was a kid.
Yakety
just-
sacks.
That was the. They would show little nudity every once in a while.
Benny Hill was cutting edge.
Yeah.
They pushed the envelope all the time. Like Monty Python's. They pushed the envelope back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you look back now and it seems very tame.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back in the day, that was the cutting edge comedy.
Yeah.
Anything from oh shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Mel
Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks. Anything from Mel Brooks could not be made today. Nothing from Mel
No,
Brooks could be
Everything
made
now
today.
is remakes. That's what I think. That everything now is just remakes.
What was
yeah,
the
that's all
movie?
there.
What was the movie that Mel Brooks did? And it was all the sperm. They were down there working out, and then the siren goes off. It's time, guys. It's time, boys. And they're running all the way up, and it opens it up, and they go, run back. It's a hand job. It's a hand job. And the sperm cells are running back to the.
I
Oh,
haven't seen that one.
I can't remember the name of that movie.
Is that
That was a Woody Allen.
Woody
movie.
Allen? Yeah, it's a Woody Allen.
Yes, and there's another one that couldn't. None of his movies really be made today. There's no way with cancel culture that you would get through it.
Yeah, on just him alone.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
he married his adopted daughter.
Yeah, that was all just creepy.
Jerry Lee Lewis would have been canceled in today's culture.
Well,
Oh,
he was kind of canceled back then too. I mean, he was
He married
shunned
his
quite a
cousin.
bit. Yeah, he was shunned quite a bit because of that. It took him many years to kind of come back.
Mhm.
That's why he reinvented himself as a country artist, because he figured, oh, these people will get it.
These people will get it.
This is normal. She ain't good enough for her family. Her family, she ain't good enough for ours.
As long as she's only second cousin, it's all legal around here.
Night, Randall.
See you, Randall. Yeah, I'm out
So
of water.
much stuff would not be made today because of cancel culture.
But at the same time, like I'm going to be involved in this documentary about cancel culture and its effect on comedy. And one of the things I want to point out is that, really as a comedian, this is sort of like a reset, because now all the there's more sacred cows now than ever before. And we were moving towards where there were none. I mean, it was just there wasn't anything to go. And now we've gone so backwards as a culture that now almost everything is a sacred cow. Now it's just figuring out how to make it funny without, having yourself doxxed and destroyed. That's the whole thing. Is that now there's this weird. Well, of course, I think Joe Rogan's kind of really put a dagger into it. I wouldn't say he's completely killed cancel culture, but he's certainly exposed the underbelly of it, because they tried to cancel him hard. I mean, think about it. They made a whole video of him saying the N-word repeatedly over and over for several years, and it didn't stop anything. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
See, the thing about Joe Rogan is you listen to him because you hate him, and you listen to him because you love him. It's today's Howard Stern effect is what I call it. You're going to listen to him because you hate him, and you just want to hate him, and you got to listen so you know what you're talking about when you go to somebody who loves him, and you want to have that argument. So you listen.
Yeah.
So he's got both sides of the fence. He's drawing just like Howard Stern was back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, even up to the mid 90s, 2000s, where you listen to a show if you liked him or not. That way, when you went at somebody else, you can have a intelligent argument about the show.
Yeah.
And that's where Joe Rogan's at now. He's the modern day Howard Stern in a way, except for his interviews. Except for his interviews are a lot better than what Howard did. I mean, he's bringing people to you, and it's more intelligent. It's intelligent based. It's not just potty humor. It's not just.
So have you ever had a threesome with your secretary? It's not that stuff anymore. Now it's actually conversation and.
It's intelligent conversation.
He actually just had Mr. Beast on this week, and I had a Beast Burger today for the first time.
Beast Burger? What's that?
Mr. Beast opened up a restaurant, and then they're called Beast Burgers.
Really?
Mr. Beast is a YouTube.
You know who Mr. Beast is, right, Rodney?
Oh, I know who he is, but I didn't know he opened
Okay.
a restaurant.
Yeah, he opened a restaurant. One of his videos, the very first one he opened was in his hometown, and everything was free that first day, and he would like people were lined up for like 14 hours trying to get into this restaurant, you know,
Oh, wow.
and like he run out of food, he would just throw money in somebody's bag and say, "Hey, have a good day," you know, because he's amazing. Like, but he
Oh,
was just on Joe Rogan.
the dude has money just flowing in from everywhere. That is amazing what he's built. That's it.
Yeah, he was just
That's
on
an
Joe Rogan this
empire.
week, and I thought he was older than what he is. I knew he was young, but I thought he was older. But he's only 23,
Are you
and
serious?
he's
23.
a genius. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a genius.
There's a documentary on YouTube called "Making the Beast," and it's
Mhm.
another YouTuber did an interview with him about how he started. And, you know, at the time he had just bought this big warehouse. He said, "Yeah, I just bought this big warehouse." And he says, "I try to do these videos to uplift people and do good things." He said, "When I first started doing it and I started making money," he says, "I started investing that money. That way I could do more
This
videos
was
and hand more
this is
money
even
out."
before that. Listen to
I
that.
mean,
Listen to that Joe Rogan episode that he just did. He talks about like when he first started when he was 11.
he's just an amazing individual altogether to listen
Yeah,
to or to watch.
like Joe asked him, he was like, "You have to live pretty luxurious, doing what you do," and he's like, "No, well, why do I need money? Like I'd just rather give it to somebody who needs it," and like he said he had like just part of it I listened to. He had to move out of his duplex he was living in because he kept getting robbed, and he just moved to a house, for better security, and just doesn't drive, a super expensive car. Just a down to earth, like genuinely awesome person, I think.
That's cool. Yeah, everything I've seen about him, I've been pretty impressed. And he does
I
come
like
up with some pretty creative ideas.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him. Not even to be on one of his videos, just to sit down and talk to him for a minute. It'd be really cool.
So this is my boss, the one that was sitting next to you or sitting next to me when I called you, and he's like, he just texted me, "Can you get Rodney to say hi, Marshall?" So
Hello, Marshall.
yeah,
Boy Vin. Is that how you say it? Boy Vin?
close.
Boivin?
It means
Boivin?
wine. Boivin. That's how he says it because it's
Boivin?
French for wine drinker. I bet is what he says.
Yeah.
So it's just
I thought French for wine drinker is just French.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He owns a brewery in Navarre, Ohio. And they have a beer called Volknut, and part of the proceeds that they make off of that goes back to Save 22. So
sweet.
he made the beer
awesome,
he made the beer just for Save 22, and Volknut being the gates of Valhalla kind of thing. He's supposed to be getting me a tattoo done, so I'm supposed to get a tattoo of the Volknut symbol on my hand or something here soon, just for the brewery.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Marshall, for all you're doing.
And I'm pretty sure Marshall will be at the hike because he heard you were coming.
Sweet.
And he's done it before. He's been at the hike before, but a lot of the people watching will probably be. It's going to be a good hike. I actually have my first NCO that I had to work under when I got into the Marine Corps is coming out, and I haven't seen him since he EAS'd. He's coming from California out, so I'm excited about that. Of course, I'm excited to see Rodney and Baby Jesus and all my good friends, the ones that stick around throughout the year. The Save 22 board, they do a lot of work to make this thing happen. Rodney's testing this thing.
I'm trying. I've had all this equipment, and I'm just now finally have a space where I can do something with it all because I'm usually traveling, and so it's just whatever I carry with me. And I got all this stuff I bought over the years because I have no impulse control. And so I own a lot of equipment that I've never used. So now I'm starting to try to figure out how to use it.
Nice. I noticed you got one of your. Ooh, you're using one of your stand-up mics tonight.
Yeah, it's what's a Sennheiser? There we go. We got a
So,
little
Gunny just
What's that?
Gunny just said, speaking of the hike, Born in a Bar just hit $1,775 in sales. So I guess I have to come to the hike to present the check.
Nice.
Sweet.
I mean, I don't know anybody else who writes a book just to give the money back to an organization.
That is awesome.
He's a
Gunny
good
is
dude.
an awesome dude. We got to meet him when Kyle finished in DC this year. It was he was my Uber driver.
Oh, cool.
That was a trip from hell for me. Nothing like trying to set up a flight and a Cessna shows up to take you. Then they
I got there
canceled.
the long way.
Then they canceled the flight, and I was like, "What the?" As
You
much
better
time
make
as
it
I
Jade. We need to get
Oh, that's-
the whole group together. You get Judy and Lunchbox on there too.
they have a show,
They do?
do they?
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh, it hasn't been on in a couple weeks.
We have a slide for that.
We
You
know
want to tell them about the slide?
if I can read the slide. All right, you can join us on Joint Task Force Radio at Facebook.com or Joint Task Force on Facebook, Joint Task Force Radio on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. It's Joint Task Force.
I go and then find out
What is it for TikTok? I can't read that.
JTF Radio 2022.
And then we have our shows throughout the week. Monday Night Mayhem on Monday nights at 7:30 Eastern Time with Lunchbox and Judy. Pretty soon, the Crossroads will be back on Wednesdays. And then Thursday nights, the best show on network is Full Metal Crayon Eaters. Oh, I doubt the Aussies make it this year. Maybe next year we can get the Aussies up here. You can find us on Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. So anywhere you can find a podcast, you can find Joint Task Force Radio. Look for that little picture there, and that'll take you to us. And we have everything is labeled Full Metal Crayon Eaters Season 2 episode. So if you want to go back and listen to Rodney dissect the lyrics to Island Boy tonight,
It will be episode 6.
That's got to be in a best of episode. That whole spew.
Yes.
And him talking about taking citrate, magnesia. If you want your side to hurt,
magnesium citrate.
If you want your sides to hurt for a good 10 to 15 minutes, I suggest you go back and listen.
Magnesium citrate will cause you to have an out-of-body experience. And by out-of-body, I mean everything will come out of your body.
You need to do a commercial for them. Call them up like, hey, I want to do a commercial for you guys. I have a great idea.
Yes, because they need a commercial to sell 99-cent bottle of magnesium citrate.
I guarantee their sales would at least double.
At least.
I would go buy some just based off the commercial.
Let's do the challenge.
Okay.
That'll be the next challenge. That'll be the next kids challenge.
Oh man.
How much weight can you lose from pooping it out in 24 hours? Rise to the challenge, I say.
Oh, that would be awesome if the Aussies could make it up. But
That would be.
Yes.
I need to get
They
down
can-
to Australia when all this passes over.
well, we got two
I got-
people here that could help you out.
I got a pretty good following in South Africa and New Zealand and Australia, and also Ireland and the UK. All the English-speaking locations. Multifaceted.
Sit down for the challenge.
Sit
Yeah.
down challenge.
That's definitely a sit down challenge. Actually, the challenge is to see who can hold off going first.
I pooped so much the
I
toilet
would win
flushed
that.
itself.
You can't go more than like 2 hours without pooping.
Me?
Every time I text him, what are you doing, Tom? What's going on? I'm pooping.
I poop at work once, and I poop when I get home. And sometimes I don't get that second poop, so it has to wait. And it's always when you text is when I'm sitting on the shitter, or you give me a call, and there I am.
You know,
In
it took
fairness,
me,
every time I call you, you're on the shitter. Every time I FaceTime you.
It happens.
when I was in boot camp, the only time you really had to take it, dump a deuce was at night. At the sleep time, because the rest of the time, it's in and out. And you just ain't got room to push it out. And so after boot camp, it took me 2 years till I could have a bowel movement that wasn't at 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, because your body gets
I'm
trained.
already-
Yeah, you just get used to it. It's like, okay, here we go.
Oh
I don't know if
man,
I
that
could
just
eat
sounds like it's a
MREs.
bad time. How about I eat 2?
Right?
Eat 2 MREs with the cheese and see how much the cheese holds up.
Dude, that
Oh.
shit is killer.
It's like a dam. The cheese would be blocking everything, and then you got the liquid
Your
rush
stomach would
behind it.
rupture.
When the dam breaks, so does the toilet.
The unstoppable force meets the impenetrable
Bridge over troubled water.
I'll be damned.
Damn. What's
Got a
going
cheese-
on?
I got a cheese dam, and I just drank all this. You gotta get yourself borderline impacted before you take it. Go out and eat buffet food, as much buffet food as you can. Come home, drink that, and see what happens.
I should do
But
it
they-
at a cereal challenge last night.
That the Cajun food I ate last night about kicked my butt. I haven't hurt from eating food being that full in a long time. My belly was distended. Then I had ice cream on top of it, and I don't think that seafood, fish, and ice cream meshed very well.
What are you, like 9?
I got down to do my push-ups last night, and I heard blah, 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 and I was like, please just. It's only 22 push-ups. I felt things shift.
Run, you shall not pass.
You shall not pass.
I don't care what kind of magnesium citrate you drank. You shall not pass. Gandalf couldn't stop that force.
Oh shit. He says you shall not pass, and he's like, then all the citrate comes rushing, and he's like, oh shit.
You shall not. Oh damn! Get me out of here.
I'm out of here. I'm gonna blow this place.
Thou shalt not go in there for 25 to 35 minutes. Oh,
Oh, we are 15 minutes to the top of the hour. This has been a lot of fun.
oh, it's always fun when Rodney comes on. I think Rodney needs his own show,
I agree.
and we have open spots. We need to talk to Rodney about doing his own show.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
You can bring in your comedian guests, your friends, and talk about weekly events.
I could do that.
I don't do it. I've not been to a lot of comedy shows before. I've been to a few. But I had a guy at work told me yesterday that Rodney Carrington's going to be in Indianapolis this weekend.
Oh, he's a good one. He's
Of all
funny.
of all weekends, my car's broke down. But I can't wait to hear your set at the hike.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I mean, you need that comedy in such a serious situation at the same time. Something's got to lighten up the day, because at some point I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna cry because I'm either overjoyed or something. I mean, like the year I called up all the White Star or Gold Star families, and I didn't plan that, and I did it. And then when I did it, and there was like all these people come to the front, the weight of that caught me, and then I started crying there. I mean, so it's going to happen. I'm going to cry at some point, and then Rodney's going to have to go, hey, remember that time I told you I pooped so hard that the toilet was fucked up and it had to be resurfaced? And then I'm going to cry because I'm laughing so damn hard. So
what shows do you have
I
coming
look
up,
forward
Rodney?
to it. Like I said, I've got one this Saturday. It's a fundraiser. I just had it on my phone, and then I cleared it. I don't know what to do with it. But I'm going to be in Carson City the end of last weekend of April. Just before I come out, for the hike, I'll be in Carson City, Nevada, at the Carson Comedy Club. So, and if you guys, here's the deal: you can help me out. If you're you got a comedy club near you, just call them and say, "Hey, you should bring Rodney Norman," and then they'll go, "We don't know who that is." And then you say, "Well, you should look him up." And then they go, "Whatever." And then, but if people keep calling, they'll go, "Who is this weirdo?" And they'll look me up and go, "Does this guy do comedy? Does he have to bring a nurse with him? What's the story?" And eventually they figure it out, and then they'll bring me in. That's how it works. So if people are like, "Oh, you ought to come here," I can't just call them and say, "Hey, I'm going to be there on Tuesday. Let's do a show." Well, it's not yet. Maybe eventually I'll be able to. Chappelle calls somebody and says, "I'll be there Tuesday. We'll do a show." Then they'll do a show. But I'm not quite there yet. You still have to explain to people who I am. If you have to explain to people who you are, you're not famous. I'm like quasi famous. I'm almost sort of famous.
You're
It's like
famous.
people stare at me. People stare at me when I go in public because they're like, "I know this guy, but I don't know why I think I know this guy. But I think I know this guy." And then people smile at me a lot, but I'm not sure if they're smiling at me because they know who I am, or just because, I look like this all the time. They're just like, is this guy, maybe I should, and people stare at me. Sometimes I think they're staring at me, not really because they think they know who I am, but because they're concerned. They're like, keep an eye on this fella. Something ain't right going on over there.
It's sort of like the Bobcat Goldthwait
effect. Bobcat Goldthwait effect, exactly. I love the line he tells. He goes, "Yeah, somebody came up to me and said, 'I don't mean to offend you, but you look just like Bobcat Goldthwait.'" It's like, I'm not sure why I'd be offended by that, but okay.
Well, he was good in the day. Back in the day, he was.
Oh, and he was
hilarious.
He's still so funny. He's a great comic, man.
Who's your favorite touring comic right now?
My favorite, me.
Yes, I knew he would say it, but
No, I think right now probably Mark Norman, if you've heard of him. Look him up. He's very funny. Mark Norman's probably him and Dusty Slay. I think are my two favorite right now.
Just to look them up.
what? And you said the name of the comedian that helped you out last night was Nick.
Oh, Peter Angelo. Peter Angelo. Yeah, he's a guy here in. He's mostly works around here in New England. He's from Connecticut. Very, very funny. Boy, he was so fun watching him. Because I saw him when he first started, and he was horrible. And it was I've seen him just eat it like a plow horse. I mean, it was horrifying to watch. Well, as a comedian, you enjoy it, but at the same time, he was, and to see him just keep working at it, and then just kind of finding his voice and finding his stride. It was such a joy to watch last night. I was more excited about his set than I was mine. Just from the standpoint of just getting to see him just really do extremely well after having not seen him for a couple of years. So,
What's your worst experience with a heckler? Because it happens. It happens with comedians all the time. They get, and sometimes a heckler can make a show because you just make them.
Yeah, you can, but it's never because of the heckler. It's because the comedian is just really good at dealing with it. But I usually don't get hecklers, but when I do, I had one time this lady, she just commented about every single joke, right? I mean, it was her friend would laugh, and she would just sit there and tell her friend, well, I don't think that was appropriate because the lady that he's talking about, I think she didn't understand what he was saying at the first time. And so I don't see why this is funny because he's making fun of her and it's just not appropriate. And it's like, she's analyzing every single joke and finally I'm just like, man, what is your deal? Did you come here, to have a good time or what are you doing? And it turns out that she was a psychologist. And I'm like, you meet with patients? You spend time with people? Oh, yes, all the time. I'm like, well, ma'am, I think you picked the right profession. I could see spending hours with you would make me walk away feeling a whole lot better about who I am.
Nice.
It took her a second, and then she got offended and then left.
Oh, nice. That quiet. That make her think, did I just get...
Yeah. Well, it was just weird because it was like she wasn't really heckling. She was just being annoying because she was trying to, I don't know, she was trying to impress her friend or something by psychoanalyzing my jokes. Like really, it was bizarre. It was a bizarre. That's the thing. The other thing is you always get people who come to the show to get offended. That's the thing I find mostly odd about the new, and it's not so much millennials. It's the Gen Z people, the older Gen Z ones that feel like they got something to prove. And so they show up, they want to find something to be offended by so they could point it out. Those are the fun ones. Because they're there to defend the rights of the underprivileged and the downtrodden. Well, can you point out who these people are? Apparently, you don't think very fondly of. Anyway,
we've hit the last 5 minutes. I think we can go into final thoughts.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean the show ends?
Yeah, all good things must end
next week.
Yes. I don't know about next week yet. I haven't even looked at when I'm flying back. I could tell you.
I'll figure something out. I'll try to keep things in check.
We need to get the Jays on here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I've
got a list. I'm
going to show you
a schedule.
Who are the Jays? Are they a gentleman named Jays?
They're both
Owners of Mad Viking Beard Mustache Company, our sponsor. They also drove Kyle for the first couple weeks of. I'll make the show next week. I'll make the show. I fly back at 3:45 p.m. I'll be back in town in time. So,
Nice.
yay! Maybe I'll reach out to the Jays and see if they want to come on next week. I think we ought to do them one at a time, and then have a double show with them.
We'll talk about that. Because I have an idea.
So many questions. So many questions for both of them. But I'd like to get them one by one first.
I have an idea. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Sounds like a good tomorrow conversation since you don't call me anymore.
Well, I have to go to work tomorrow, so unlike you.
You don't bring me flowers.
He don't call Rodney. It's getting bad. He doesn't recognize me. He just. It's sad.
I guess calling you daddy isn't enough.
Your sister called me daddy last night.
I was on another podcast last night. I'm sorry.
I know she said Kyle's kind of predisposed right now, so I'll hi daddy. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh,
I was supposed to change my my greeting to you because people are getting tired of it. It's too original.
it's
So
too mundane.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was, but I keep forgetting to change it. I've got one in my head I was wanting to do. I just never remember to do it. Don't steal your shit. What shit are we stealing?
Don't steal.
Oh, the Family Feud. Yeah, that's a Crossroads thing.
That's a Crossroads thing. Can't do it Family Feud style on this show. We're above that. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead, Tommy. Get us kicked off another network. Yeah.
Fine. Yes, we'll be back next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Monday Night Mayhem. Be back Monday, hopefully, at 7:30.
I meant to ask Mr. Rodney, what'd you think of our new opening, the new song?
Which one was it?
The song, our opening song in the video. The
I
Full
enjoyed
Metal
it.
Cranium.
I enjoyed it very much. It was delightful.
We're still waiting on somebody to do a opening for us.
Was that me?
Yeah. I sent you the information a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now that I got my little studio thing going here, I'll do it.
I know you're busy with the cameos too. How's that going for you?
It's going really good. Like I said, the biggest things people are asking me to do their voicemail and alarms and all that kind of stuff. I had a friend of mine I've known for about probably 15 years. I did some film projects with him many years ago, and anyway, he just kind of out of the blue sent me a message, said, "Hey, my 14-year-old daughter is a big fan of yours and has your ringtone as on her phone." And when I heard it, I told her, I said, "Hey, I know that guy," and she didn't believe him. So he told me about it. I thought it was funny. So I made a personal phone greeting for her. That was
Nice.
fun. So that's a big thing. That's I just consider. I wish people happy birthday and do their voicemail messages. That's my life right now.
Does it pay pretty good?
It's horrible, but it's something. So I take it.
It's horrible.
No, it's good. It's good. The people are pretty generous, very kind. So I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Rodney could do an OnlyFans where he just plays with his hair per video.
Yeah. There you go.
It's really funny. I have people saying, you do a lot better if you shaved your hair and your beard. I'm like, I think you missed the point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
there we go. Look at that one.
Well, years ago,
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
did.
almost like looking at clouds. It's like,
You did have a close haircut, and you did have a shaved beard, and
your popularity isn't even close to where it is now.
I look like just like every other white guy, and I thought I'm just gonna. I'm like, why am I trying to look prim and proper? I'm not that guy. I just want to have some fun.
And your look is fun. That makes it.
Magnesium citrate and
Magnesium citrate.
Island Boys lyrics.
Island Boy.
I'm looking forward to that video. when are you going to Florida?
I head down there next week.
I'm gonna remind him. Island Boy video. Let me know when it comes out.
Island Boy. And I'm gonna be drinking a bottle of magnesium citrate while I make it. Just for you guys.
I'm a shithead boy. Just trying to drink it.
That's why there's all these floaters in my mom's swimming pool.
All right, we've reached the pinnacle, the end. I want to thank Rodney for coming on to the show again. Look forward to having you back soon. We're gonna have to bring him back about once a month, I think.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. Well, we got to do it before 22, before the hike. So.
Yes, we will bring you back before the April 22 hike. And then I want to thank Mad Viking Beard Mustache Company for giving us the funds to do this show. That way we can entertain all 10 people who watch.
And the listeners.
And the listeners.
We love each and every one of you. Thank you for the support.
White unemployed grandmas. Got my wug girl.
Wugs.
BB's Down Home Cooking said, hello, Rodney.
Oh, yeah. That's my sister's restaurant in Gallatin, Missouri. That's my sister.
Nice.
Oh, hi, Rodney's sister.
Hi, Rodney's sister.
You have to go back and rewatch the show because this was some funny stuff.
Yes.
This was, of course, you grew up with him, so you're probably over his funny stuff by now.
Yeah. Yes.
There's so much we didn't even touch on in the show, and Rodney just took over, and that's what I love about it. My stomach hurts.
We had fun.
My stomach hurts.
We had a good time.
Until next week.
All right.
Love you guys.
See you
Stay
guys next
nasty.
week.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hang on after the show,
You
Rob.
are no longer black, or brown, or yellow, or red. You are now green. You are light green, or dark green. Do you understand?
It's that full metal cranean creature in the sand, creeping, keeping every man, woman, child in our land, sleeping peacefully and shatter any enemy they come across. You messing with America, then you must really wanna lost something soft. It's not of pertinence or interest. Gladly sacrifice themselves so you don't have to witness the cost of what your freedom is, and they gain it in inches. So long story short, don't end up on the ship.
It's that full metal cram eaters, 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 full metal cram eaters.
You're easily offended, then you legally should exit. There's no decency on this frequency. Our method is bringing prime time entertainment to the veterans, and those of you who know the truth is what they have protected. Shout out to Tommy Roddick and the baby Jesus, run it up. Saving 22 by the day, homie, buddy up. Sit back and relax while the dude speaks some facts. While you're here, have a snack of some color-coded wax.
It's that full metal cram eaters, 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 full metal cram eaters.